Namaste and welcome back to Mantra Yoga. This is your friend MS, and in this video we will be looking at the discipline and the housekeeping rules required to begin your practice into mantra chanting. Before that, in the previous episode we learned about what are the two most important part of chanting the mantra: attention and intention, and how Sanskrit is really more of a energy based language rather than a meaning based language. Because if you translate each and every Sanskrit word into English, you may find different meanings into English of the same Sanskrit word, which is why I would like to insist that it is more of a energy based language. Alright then, so let's get to this episode. What are really the prerequisites or the essentials before you begin your journey? So the first and the very most important thing is that you need a separate corner inside your house or office or wherever is there where you wish to start your practice. This could be a nice clean corner, free of any disturbance, less noise of course. There has to be ventilation in the room, and you must sit on the floor ideally, and if cross-legged, and if that is not feasible, then you may use a chair, a firm chair with an erect backrest. Obviously we don't want to be slouching or in a lazy posture while chanting the mantra. We need to be erect. The spine has to be erect in one straight line with your head, neck, and that actually makes up for a really good posture while chanting a mantra. So very important, find a good place, clean comfortable place which is free of any disturbance, less of noise. Make sure that there is ventilation in the room and you are seated on the floor cross-legged and your spine is erect while chanting the mantra. And what you really need to also be looking at is get yourself a nice a mala or a rosary or a beads which will help you to count, keep a count on your mantra. So these are the prerequisites before you begin with your practice. And obviously there is something called as a 40-day discipline, which means that any mantra, any seed sound or any full grown large mantra that you want to start chanting, you must commit to it for minimum of 40 days. And why this is important? Because it requires that much of time, those amount of days for you to really establish yourself into the mantra and connect with the higher reality. So 40 days is really important. It is required to sit in that predefined space or the place that you've decided for 40 days in the same time, same place. But for some reasons, if you can't, if you have to travel or if you have to go out and you are not available at that time, at that place, no matter where you are, you can start chanting that particular mantra. You can do that while traveling, while in the train or in the bus, or while you're waiting for someone, you're waiting on an appointment. There are so many times during the day that we get. It's just a lot of free time. You are with your own self. So basically these are the days, these are the times you should chant the mantra if you are not able to sit and count your rosary 108 times for that particular mantra. So remember, the place is very important, your commitment for 40 days, and you will chant that particular mantra for 108 times, because those are the number of beads which are present in a rosary mala. This too is what really is important and forms a prerequisite for having a good heads up or maybe a start in the journey of chanting the mantra. So I hope you are liking these episodes. I'm willing, more than welcome. Your thoughts, your suggestions are more than welcome. If you have any questions, please feel free to write in the comments and ask me. I will try my best to answer them. And till we meet the next time in the next episode, where we will talk about the seed sounds, we'll understand what they really are and how to go about chanting them. So take care and namaste.